Hey there, this is Andrew, and in this video we'll go over the N25 mocks paper 2 for SL. Questions 1, 2, and 3 are identical to the HL questions, so please watch the HL videos containing those questions. I will start with question 4. You're given U1 and U4 of an arithmetic sequence and you're asked to determine the common difference. Trivial. 3D is equal to U4 minus U1. Therefore, the common difference is this. Part B. The sum of the first 20 terms is 4,500. That's good to know. So, S20 is equal to the first term plus the last term multiplied by the number of terms divided by 2. We know that this is equal to 4,500. Therefore, this has to be true. We'll want to now solve this equation. You can use a GDC or you can just complete the square. Either option would work because this is paper 2. So your answer would be minus 10 plus or minus root of 305. You know that the sequence is decreasing. This implies that your D has to be negative. Therefore, X has to be this number. So that 2x plus 2 is still negative. Question 5. We have now a geometric series. So, first off, let's determine the common difference. Sorry, the common ratio. So the common ratio is this. Cool. We know that this series has a finite sum to infinity. This implies that the absolute value of r has to be less than 1. Quickly sketch out this function. So as we can see, x has to be between minus 1.71 and minus 0.29, or it is between negative 0.22 to 5 and 2.22. I'm gonna take another decimal place here so that we have 3 suffix for all of our answers. And this is the end of the question. Very straightforward. Question 6. In this question, you're given the derivative function. And you're given that the tangent line to the curve at x equals to negative 4 is parallel to this line. From this information, we can deduce that f prime of negative 4 is equal to 2e to the 8. So, from here, we can deduce that b has to be equal to 2. Second piece of information. The tangent line to the curve at the y-intercept passes through the points negative 15, negative 15, and 12, negative 42. So this is a very rough sketch, okay? You have one point, you have another point. We know that this line is we know that the tangent line to the curve at the y-intercept is at this point. Passes through these points. Let's call it A and B. What does this mean? By finding the equation of this line, we can then deduce the y-intercept of the function, as well as the gradient of the function at that point. So, let's find the equation of the line passing through A and B. The gradient is going to be -1. So we know that f prime at 0 is equal to -1. We also know from the gradient that this is the equation of the line AB. So therefore, f of 0 is equal to y of 0, or -30. Using the information that f prime at 0 is equal to -1, we can then deduce the value of A. Third piece of information. We're given f prime, now we want to find f. So we need to integrate. Integrating the first term is not too bad. Integrating the second term, you just need to remind yourself of the reverse chain rule. We know that f of 0 is equal to -30. So, therefore, C is equal to -21. Therefore, this is your expression for f. And this is the end of section A.